What do you make of the work Marcellus is doing there?
I think it's fantastic what he's doing. You know, if I had someone like him, you know, helping me out when I was young, you know, I would have, you know, I can rephrase that because I had a mentor similar to him, but what he's doing, you know, he's getting these guys from the street, you know, and he's turning all the negative what's inside of him and turning it to a positive. He's seeing all these people. He's showing what, you know, what I've done. I would like these guys, these little kids come here today. I were naughty kids involved in street crime. You know, I were going down the wrong roads, really bad. You know, I still knock head with some bad kids, but you know, we know what's what. You know, I got out of the situation. You know, and you know, I could have gone down that road. You see. You know, but what he's doing is unbelievable because, you know, I turned my life around and obviously turned it into a massive positive of becoming dedicated, you know, to boxing, you know, listening to guys like this, you know, who've been there and done that, you know, so, you know, I didn't want to follow their footsteps because that's not the way to go forward, you know, and they direct you in the right path. You know, and I'm here today with these lovely people. You know, I'm talking about my life about boxing and, you know, my struggles, my ups and my downs, and, you know, I'm just thankful, you know, that boxing, you know, was there for me because it changed my life, you know, around. So I could have been dead, I could have been in prison, you know, without boxing. So I thank God that I found the sport.
Marcellus, that's quite touching words there from Kell. What's it like to be seen as, well, an idol really to young people in Kell's eyes from a person who's actually a world champion boxer?
This is absolutely amazing, and you know, this is a magical moment for young people to actually see a real breathing role model that's, you know, could have gone down the wrong way. He's come from an area of deprivation. He's exactly like us, but he's turned his life around and won a world title, and he's doing absolutely amazing. And we take our hat off to Kell, and to receive support for that is absolutely huge. You know what I mean? And the kids are, you know, looking at Kell as a role model. They want to follow Kell's footsteps, and this is what it's all about, to kind of give them the real dream and the aspirations, and to see it for themselves. You know, and one of the other things is like our knife crime initiative that we're going around, you know, youth clubs, we're doing care homes, we're going right across with young people to educate them and make them aware of knife crime, that knives are, you know, carrying knives is a big negative and you can lose lives, you know, and Kell's been there and he's been a victim of knife crime, do you know what I mean? So he's coming from that side of it and is supporting the work that we're doing to educate young children from the streets now to prevent them from carrying knives.
Now, what would you tell some of the youngsters here if they're falling into the wrong crowds perhaps? What would you tell them as someone who's been there and been through it? What would you tell them to do?
You know, I'd obviously tell them to get away from it as soon as possible. You know, they think some of these young people, what I'm being educated in the right way, thinks it's big, it's you know, I'm gonna get some street cred, this and that, you know, by carrying knives and going off like that. You know, that's silliness, you know, thinking like that. Obviously when you're young and you're in that kind of crowd, that's all the things you're seeing, and that's what you wanna look up to the naughty kids who are knocking around you. But that's not the way, you know, the role models are like myself, you know, like this guy, you know, I've been through it, you know, and that's not the way, you know, in life. You need to come away from it life. You need to be positive, you need to be disciplined, whatever you're doing, you know, if you want to be, you know, a teacher, if you want to be a boxer, you know, whatever you want to do in life, you know, you just got to be grounded, you've got to listen, and you've got to keep your eyes open, and see, you know, who are the successful people and who are the most grounded people to come with it. You know, you should look up to them kind of people. You know, them other people with scars on them, you know, knives, selling drugs, being in and out of jail, you know, got kids to all different women. You know, that's not the way to live. Even them people don't know if they're coming or going. You need to have a goal in life, and you need to march forward for that goal.
You know,